People say that I sound a little weird, it's a little crazy. I hear voices, mainly my own, but sometimes other people's. Never listen to the voices inside your head, unless they promise you money. You're just sitting in class, like, hey, throw water balloons at the teacher. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'll give you $1 million. All right. I just figured I could buy another teacher. It seemed like a sure thing. The voices were so convincing. Eventually, the voices started to manifest in the whole people. Imaginary friends. Everybody had imaginary friends. I did too. So my imaginary friends were D-bags. Yeah. My imaginary friends used to imagine they were playing with someone else. They would convince me to do things, to be in school, and like, hey, pull that fire alarm. I'm like, yeah, go for it. Yeah, we got your back. And I'm like, oh, all right. Pull the fire alarm. Everybody starts freaking out. Administration comes. There's nowhere to be found. I'm just sitting in the principal's office. Like, it wasn't me. It was Roger, the giant penguin. Like, come on. But I was on the street one time, and a stranger came up to me and offered me candy to get in his car. They were all for it. They were like, yeah, go ahead, free candy. What's the worst that can happen? No. And by the way, if a stranger ever offers you candy to get in his car, you say no. Unless it's Pop Rocks, and you gotta take them to the team. They sizzle, There's nothing you do. It's alright, I ended up having the last laugh I imagined him playing in traffic. The whole fire alarm thing's not so funny when it's a Mack truck coming at you, is it? Yeah, I didn't think so. So, we're in a school. Yeah, it's a transition, we're in a school. Talk about subjects. Math. I don't like math. Reason for it, I believe in segregation. Numbers, shapes, and letters should be separate. We shouldn't mix. That's why I like history. There's no curveballs. When we start talking Civil War, I know what to expect. There's no coordinate planes, no variables. The Union wins every time. It's good. It's real good. English, I don't like English either, I got into arguing my English teacher the other day. She said she was convinced that I don't read enough. She asked me what my favorite book was. Naturally, I respond, Facebook. And she goes, that's not a real book. I go, look, Miss Vidal. Say what you want. For 420 characters, the teenage girls complain about their lives. That's an emotional journey right there. Sorry, Tyrone, you just got beat. So I was sick. My mom forced me to go to the doctor. I don't like going to the doctor. My doctor's too handsy. What happens when you go to the doctor's, guys? They grab him, ask you to cough, right? Not my doctor. He grabs. The cough part never seems to come. I'm just sitting there like having conversations. So how's school going? I said, really? It's gonna talk to me like you're not grabbing a handful right now? There are times for conversating. This is not one of them. He's just a weird guy. And I think the biggest part was like I understood why my pants were down. I wasn't sure why his were. It was very awkward the whole time. I got out of there and I hopped in my Mazda and I was going. Pulled out the parking lot and broke down on me again. It was a piece of crap. I got my car last year, and my mom was like, my car doesn't have an alarm, so anybody can come steal it. But she was like, hey, you need to get a car alarm. I was like, all right, fine, I'm gonna get a car alarm. But I didn't want to get something conventional. If somebody tried to steal my car, I want the whole neighborhood to come outside and investigate. I want them all to come out. Ooh, what's happening? So I came up with a guaranteed car alarm. When you try to break in, a voice comes on and goes, hey, what are you doing? Ray! And if that's not enough, that's a second defense. It blacks Gwen Stefani, holler back, girl. I know what you're thinking. You're not going to look for rape. You're definitely looking for Gwen Stefani. There's an old couple in bed at night just watching the news. Few times I've been around that chicken, it's not just going to happen like that. And the old guy gets up, Marie, get up, Gwen Stefani's outside. we need to check this out. So, Gwen Stefani's a good song. It's one of the newer songs. I like listening to the throwbacks. You're probably thinking 80s. No, throw it back further. Slave era. Negro spirituals. That's where I get down. It helps me concentrate. Sometimes I'll just do it when I come home, I'm doing my homework, pull out my MacBook, I'll just dive into geometry. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me. Oh, skating. Oh, okay. That's it. That's it. See how that worked out? You know, yeah, I want it to be one day. I want it to be widespread again. You know, I want to be able to walk in a club and just have somebody, you know, wade in the water. That's my joint. Just wade in the water. Just start getting that. You know, that's what makes me hot. That's what I like. You know? Sometimes, like, I go to the gym and everybody else is like on the bench, listen to DMX and whatnot. Not me. You know, how does this work? All right. I'm the only guy sitting on the bench press, just down in the valley where the green light freedoms are coming. That's how I like to handle my business. Yeah. Talk about gay people. Don't worry. I say gay people are in the closet. I think that's just a weird term, you know, because there's thousands of gay people. It must be a really big closet. Is it like the closet from like Chronicles of Narnia, like the wardrobe? You open it up, you move the fur coats and the leather suits to the side, you walk into a mystical land. There's rainbows and unicorns. It rains Skittles. Madonna's 4 Minutes is always playing. Everybody's just hanging out, you know? Lance Bass is around there, just riding a giant lollipop. Ellen DeGeneres is on the mountain, just getting down. Neil Patrick Harris is, you know, waving his flag. He's gay. If you didn't know that, Neil Patrick Harris is gay. It's true. He's awesome. You know? And I'm saying, you know, the closet sounds like a pretty ballin' place. I don't know why you'd ever want to leave. You know, that's why R. Kelly went there if you didn't know. You know? He chose the closet for a reason. You know? Good things happen when you're in the closet. Yeah.